Your AI assistant just gave a confident answer, but it's completely wrong. Not a glitch, not a bug. It's missing something called grounding. Hello everyone, I am Ashish Agarwal and you're watching Coders Academy. Today we are diving into the most essential yet often misunderstood concept in modern AI called as grounding. So what is grounding? Grounding is the process of connecting abstract concepts in AI systems with verifiable and real world data. It anchors AI models, especially the large language models, to factual information to prevent inaccuracies or hallucinations. Large language models in AI systems are trained on static data, a large corpus of static data. This data mostly can become outdated and stale in quick time. So grounding helps to address this problem by providing access to the current and most recent private data. Grounding is crucial in AI systems to provide trustworthy and reliable responses to the user's requests in the form of prompts. For example, grounding with Google Search connects a Gemini model to a real-time publicly available web content. This allows the model to provide more accurate and up-to-date answers beyond a model's knowledge cutoff time. There are several benefits to grounding. For example, it reduces hallucinations, it provides you more context-driven AI responses, it provides you up-to-date and the latest information which are factually correct and reliable and trustworthy. It can also provide you citations with the sources of information. In this video, we will take a look at few examples with grounding and without grounding. A RAG or retrieval augmented generation is one of the most powerful techniques of grounding available today. In RAG, the user gives a prompt. Before generating a response, the model retrieves the relevant documents or snippets from verified sources, and the final answer is then given to the user based on that evidence. Enough of theory. Now let's jump into the practical examples. To get started, we'll go to the PowerShell, we'll go to our projects folder and create a new directory called demo grounding. We cd into this particular directory and do uv init. So cd cls uv init. This will initialize the folder with all the necessary structure. Now we will add the library uv add Google Gen AI. So once these packages are loaded, we can open the project in the VS Code. So code dot So in the VS Code, we'll begin by creating the env file like we usually do. So we'll create a new file called .env and we will write down the key of the Gemini API key here. So Gemini API key, you have to provide the value of your key in this particular property file. If you don't know how to get the Gemini API key, please refer my old videos. I have explained how to get a Gemini API key. We will also require something called as .env. So uv add .env. So once this is added, we'll just go to our project toml file and verify the libraries there. So py project toml, we can see both the libraries and their versions there. Okay. So once we have all these things ready, now we can begin by importing the relevant libraries and packages. So from Google, we need the Gen AI and the types. Then we will import the OS library and the .env library. So we'll say import .env from .env import load.env, and then we have to invoke that function load.env. So we'll do that. Okay, now I'll just reorganize the imports a little bit, just like to keep it structured and organized. So we'll begin by creating a client. So we have Gen AI client where we provide the API key. Now this API key we have to read from our .env file. So os.getEnv provide the name of the key that you have given there. So in our case, this is going to be Gemini API key. So we'll change that to Gemini API key. Now we have a client available with us. Now we will have to create something called as a grounding tool. Now this grounding tool should contain the Google search as one of its tool. You can have various other options around maps and other things. Then we require something called as a config, where we provide the tools inside that. Then we create a client, generate content, provide the model that we are going to use, our prompt, and pass in the config. Now that gives you a response object which we can print using print response.text. Okay, so in our case we are going to use the model Gemini 2.0 Flash. So now let's activate our virtual environment. So scripts.activate ps1. Now we will just run the main file. So uv run main.py. So our prompt was, what is the Google stock price today? So as of this particular video, the price of the Google stock was 260.51 on NASDAQ, and you can see the rest of the details in the response there. In our second demo, we will pretty much use the same code, but we'll try a different prompt. So the example 2, we are going to take a look at the IPL scores for the recently concluded Indian Premier League. So example 2, IPL winner prompt. Okay, so I've copied the response code as it is. What we will do is we'll just change the prompt a little bit. What we'll say is, what is the latest IPL match and who won it? Okay, and then finally we'll do a print of the response.text. So I'll copy the lines from above. I'll change the output here, IPL latest match. Okay, and now we will run the code like we did before. So we'll say uv run main.py. So we got the response for the Google stock price. We'll not repeat that. The important point here is the IPL latest match. So you can see in the response that the Royal Challengers Bangalore defeated Punjab Kings by 6 runs and they won the IPL match. So that's the response we get with a grounding. So in the next example, we'll take a look at one example of querying without grounding. Okay, so we will use the same IPL example, but this time without grounding. So IPL winner without grounding. So we'll copy the same code as above, but we will not provide any config to it. So what we have given is, we have given the model name and we have given the contents as the prompt. So what was the latest IPL match and who won that, and then we print the result without grounding. Okay, so let's see what response we get here. So if you see here, it is the Google search and then that is given as the grounding tool to the config. So if we remove the config, which basically means we are removing the grounding. So now I will print the response.text there and we'll run the code again. So uv run main.py. So okay, you can see here the IPL latest match. Okay, so you saw with grounding, it said that it is Royal Challengers Bangalore, but without grounding, it is giving you the result as Chennai Super Kings won the match by defeating Gujarat Titans. So you see the difference here, because the model, the Gemini 2.0 Flash model, was trained earlier in time, and that's the reason it has given the result as Chennai Super Kings. In the fourth and the final example, we'll take a look at an example for maps, Google Maps. So what we'll do is Google Maps example. So everything remains pretty much the same. It's only the tooling that will change. Okay. So here we have created a response object. The model, we'll just change it to Gemini 2.0 Flash. Okay. And this time our prompt becomes, do you have any cafes that serve a good flat white? And I can walk up to 20 minutes. Okay, and then the config is the object that we will change, because now we are going to inject the Google Maps tool instead of Google search at line number 44, and then we provide the lat long values for Pune, which is my area. So I will change the values of lat long here to Pune, and then we can compare the results with Google Maps. And now finally we don't need a markdown here, so we will simply say print response.text. Before that, I'll add a comment that these are the lat long values for Hadapsar area in Pune. It's a town area in Pune. So now we will change the print statement here and we will just say print response.text. Okay, so this should ideally give us the cafes that serve good flat white in my area, whose lat long values I have given, and the tool that we are using here is Google Maps. Okay, so I'll add a comment here, Google Maps example or something like that. Yeah, Gmaps with grounding. Okay, so it will run all the 4 examples, but we are interested only in the 4th part of the execution. So we go back to our terminal and we run it, uv run main. So we're done with the IPL. Now it's going for the, so now if you look here for the Google Maps example, yes, there are several cafes that serve the thing that we have with 20 minutes walk, and this is the list that it has given back. There are quite a lot of them which is available in my area, like Third Wave Cafe or Coffee. If you want your AI projects to speak truthfully and think smartly, then grounding is your secret weapon. In this video, we looked at a few examples with grounding and without grounding. If you have found this content useful, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Because here we turn AI theory into real world mastery. Thank you so much for watching.